Frequency forecast from Lee for September 2024. A period of mass recognition of what is hidden within the collective unconscious is on. Now it is turning into a part that we are conscious of. Visible contradictions between what was declared and what was done. This is an exact replica of what happens inside a person. First, you raise the frequency, then it illuminates the inner darkness. Then you react to your own darkness as if it were something external. Later, you tend to get carried away by the external negativity, not noticing that this is your own inner part. The familiar swings of emotions, which are nothing more than an inward call to look closer at your own contradictions. An interesting aspect of this process is that there is nothing new and scary emerging from the outside. It is an internal integration obtaining wholeness. After all, no matter how hard someone tries to separate himself or herself from their own parts, they have nowhere to go from here and now. These parts can only be integrated, recognized as being a part of the polarity. Recognition through integration is a factor of liberation, acquiring of holistic knowledge from which one subsequently is able to make a conscious choice based on wholeness. What do I agree and align with? Here is a simple analogy. Any food turns into poop. The integration of this great knowledge is nothing more than an adult's skill to use the toilet, rather than a child soiling the diaper. The analogy will allow you to realize humanity has been soiling itself for so long that the time has finally come to grow up. And to begin with, one needs to distinguish what poop is as such without mistaking it for some universal evil. The main feature of this time is that nothing new is being offered. This is all old faded goods. No new threats or catastrophes are expected. The world will rather be presented with the feelings of old crises and shabby horror stories, recognizable in small details. Old stuff is being put up for sale. Are you going to buy it? In order to sell people what they don't need, new wrappers have been prepared in the form of another dose of events and informational foundings. Some will be drawn into savoring them, discussing spheres of influence, or will even succumb to panic. Some will ignore most of the events, and some will recognize a direct correspondence to what is happening inside them. Let's use the analogy above. Think about how long do you need to stare at a pile of droppings to learn to recognize it. Does it teach you to better understand the taste of food? Perhaps. It's up to you. It's your choice of frequency. But know that the external event shown to you is a battle for your focus of attention and not a random incident. When you clearly see that the external directly reflects your internal processes, you know that you are synchronized with your higher self and are right in the middle of the transformation. Now, all you have to do is choose what you want inside yourself in order to activate the external theme you need. So, that's the answer to your question. When will the transition to the fourth density begin? You are already transitioning. And then know that on your branch of reality, there are accelerated options for the completion of negative events, wars, financial crises, political disagreements, and so on. You will already begin to observe the end of all this, even in September. At the same time, on, let's say, more average frequencies, the passage of the muddy waters of negativity will take about 6 months. As for the very low frequencies, well, this is their element. So for those frequencies, these 6 months are the last chance to accept the transition itself as such. And in September, they will begin to get involved in all processes to the fullest. Realize that it is your frequency range that is important to you. Although in the academic sense, this is a unique way to observe how the frequencies of other people are arranged in real time, in the real world. Not hypothetically and philosophically, but literally. You will clearly see how different people observe different events that have nothing to do with you at all. And here we are not even talking about a point of view, but about a detailed physical experience with chains of interconnected premises, facts, consequent effects. It is more important than ever to realize that you are 100% the creator of your personal reality. Don't give in to the offers to be in someone else's shoes for a while. Carefully choose the suit you will wear during this 6 months period. Remember that the very fact of discussing a topic is already an involvement in a certain game. All your energy is now, and it is now that you may be in the scenario of the shortest path to the desired personal and collective events. The only question is, what topic is active in your focus of attention now?